Now, in that series, I'm gonna turn the chat off here. What was I discussing? In that series, you're still gonna be able to vote on like the same games, like 2, 4, and 6, and then I will have preset maps for game 1, 3, 5, and 7. So I may switch that up a little bit, but yeah, people didn't like what MBL did with the houses. But the thing was, to be honest, it was kind of my fault because I allowed a map that was easily house walled to be in the event. Like if you look at that at game 2, first of all, that was a great game. But second of all, that map was easily house walled. So I need to look at maps that are not easily house walled and go from there. It needs to be like MBL. I spoke to MBL in TeamSpeak afterwards, and he said to me, you know, when I did those house walls, it wasted so much wood. Like it has to be if you house wall it, it hurts your economy like severely. And yeah, and it should hold a player back much less than it did MBL, I think. But I can't blame him. It was for money. No doubt about it. He should have lamed at every opportunity, and he should have house walled. So, but anyway, we have this game here. Sorry, ByChance is here in the red, and Viper is in the blue, and it's Mongols. And if you guys don't mind, I'm actually just going to discuss things as I cast the game. I normally don't do this, but it's kind of late, and you guys are just asking questions, so that's fine. I will cast the game once the action unfolds. How do you make a rule against house walling? Well, the only thing I could do would be to do a no house mod as opposed to a no wall mod. It would, and that mod essentially starts you at 200 pop regardless of the civ, and you can't build houses, you can't build walls. You probably can still build outposts, but so you could play Mongols, for example. You'd start with 200 pop just like Huns. It'd basically be a Hun war as Mongols, but I don't know. I don't really like that idea. I think the no wall mod spices it up a lot. Alright, so again, Viper's doing some weird things, and he's running out to the deer again as Mongols. I mean, he did this last time. We don't know who this ByChance guy is. He's doing it again as he's bringing in the second boar. I doubt if Viper's playing in a huge tournament, he's going to be doing this regularly, but he's going to do it again. Same build order. Would be funny to see if he builds the barracks here as well. Meanwhile, ByChance is actually, yeah, he's on his second board, but he's not going out to his deer or anything. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Tolstoy. Those were probably the fact that I had 350 people watching is probably the most successful games, considering that it was literally promoted a week and a half before, considering that there was no, it wasn't a tournament, all those things. I had a large amount of viewers for the Viper and MBL and the Viper and Loiza and the Masters of Arena, but there was a large build-up to that. But I mean, I would say that those games were the most successful for my channel ever. Will you organize and cast a Masters of Trust tournament if I fund it? You know, I think you know the answer to that one, Ice Cream. That's all I gotta say. You dirty troll. It was funny, actually, Ice Cream, your comment today on Doobly Official. I was dying, dude. I was at work, and I happened to take my break, and I was watching the stream. And, Smarthy was getting trushed by Gracie, and I was giving advice. I was like, Smarthy shouldn't respond like that. And Ice Cream's like, T90 would know, Kappa. And I was like, oh, wow, I deserved that. To those of you that don't know, I can't deal with the trush at all. Like, it's not that I can't. I just hate trushes. Like, if you trush me, I lose all motivation to play the game. Like, it just, okay, whatever, next game, take 500 of my points. I don't care. This literally means nothing to me. So that, you guys, if you've watched my stream enough, will have experienced that. Dave, who co-casts with me, has made a he's made a badge to troll me a little bit on my Voobly profile, which says "can't handle the trush," which is pretty funny, and I've kind of embraced it. So that's what he was referring to. I don't see how you can actually make a tournament where everybody had to trush. Anyway, but Scout's coming out from Viper. I'm gonna start to cast a little bit now. Scout's coming out from Viper. Oh, thanks for the follow, Nameless Days. Appreciate it, man. Scout's coming out. Archer range from ByChance. Very interesting decision here. Viper doing this again. Look at this weird build. The weird builds from Viper. He's going to more and more deer, and he's just gonna continue to mass scouts. Now he actually has gold in. Oh wow, wow. Okay, guys. So what happens when if you have resources, right, and then you build an economy building, is it stores it. He has 10 gold in each of those villagers' hands, and he just built a mill, and now he went from 60 to 100, and that means he's going to be able to get bloodlines. That's fairly interesting. He's going to obviously collect the deer. It's a really weird build, but it's just weird things from Viper tonight. Now, he has 4 scouts here. The build from ByChance essentially means that he's going to go to gold at some point and go with archers, but since he went straight to range, he needs to counter the early scouts from Viper, so he's going with spears. Nameless Day says, hi T90, great to see you casting again. Yes, man. Good to see you here again. And Leon says, can you give my friend Mitch a shout out? Mitch, hello, man. I'm giving you a shout out. Yeah, that's fine. Tonight is the night for shout outs and conversation. Archer range then from Viper. He does not give an F about these units. There's only one archer, but actually this build is effective. You can only build one archer with the gold you have. Because you have 50 after getting loom and you don't collect any more, but with the spears in there you can sometimes pick off some bills. Now Viper, he's getting bloodlines now, and like I said, he got the 100, he's getting bloodlines expected, and he's gonna run these scouts around. But to be honest, he doesn't have enough scouts to justify bloodlines here. And oh, that's unfortunate for Viper. And this is just this build really shouldn't work. It really shouldn't work at all what Viper's doing, and he's done in the previous 2 games. And he could be caught out here, to be honest. Like that one archer's here. That's gonna cause problems, and Viper's gonna choose to fight this, but I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth it. A couple villagers could go down there. I think we are gonna see potentially 2. One will go down, and the other one, the weak one's running away. Viper's probably going to take out that archer now, but just messy stuff. He does have the scouts here, and oh my gosh, of course I miss it. Of course I miss it. Ice Cream, thanks for the host. I apparently don't have the alert set up correctly, but Viper has killed 2 villagers there. I'm missing it because I'm so tired. But still, if you look at the Vil count, ByChance is 5 ahead, running away with that archer. Viper doesn't care, he's going after the deer here. It could have easily been military units there as well. I assume they're villagers just because they're on the wood line. ByChance going for a watchtower. I wonder if ByChance is Maya. I don't think it is because I think Maya was speccing this game, but this build is eerily similar to what Maya does. And actually Tolstoy is just saying that he's already said that in the chat. That's funny that we said the same thing. So I must not be an idiot. Viper's running forward with five villagers, some scouts, and skirmishers. Pretty good combination to deal with the trash approach from ByChance here. I actually think ByChance could be Maya, but I swear he was speccing. Now, where are the villagers going from Viper? All the way out here. I would laugh if you found some more deer. Just go to Maya's deer wherever they are. He's gonna put a tower up though, of course. And he's running underneath the tower with bloodlines. And now the question is, does ByChance see it? And he does see it. Can he address it? He has a lot of spears. He has a couple skirmishers. Viper's probably gonna get that up. And that's gonna deny gold for ByChance here. That's gonna be difficult. And you're right, Tolstoy. It does look a lot like Maya's build. Maybe someone's a Maya fan. And Viper, I just feel like he doesn't care about builds tonight. I haven't watched a lot of his games live. He hasn't been playing a lot of games live, but look at this. Look at this. He's just going to go after the tower because he can, because he feels like it. And to be honest, I think he's going to be able to do it here. He's going to use his scouts against the skirms, and if the spears come out, he's going to use his skirms against them. And that tower will probably go down eventually here, but it's important for ByChance to hold this. And to hold that against these scouts, he's going to need spears. Just a really, really rough time for ByChance, but the one thing I will say is he's way ahead in Vills. Way ahead, and Viper has 5 on the front here. I'm not sure what he's doing at home, actually. Viper has some on stone, so he's probably committing to more towers. And he's going with scale barding, but let's look at his economy. It's pretty stretched right now, Viper's economy. ByChance is not so stretched, and he's 10 Vills ahead. I mean, he's pushing out here with more spears. Of course, if you have better economy, you can make more spears and military. He's going to the back gold now, and that's going to be huge for him. I actually think he could be okay. I don't know where Viper's going to go with more towers unless he really gets one back here sneakily, and I doubt that'll happen. But just look at the food income for ByChance. It's great. And he's actually going for his own stable. That is an interesting move. If he goes for scouts, I don't think Viper's going to expect that move. But Viper's running around here. Oh, he is going to go for the deer. He saw them. He's going to go for them. Because why not? But, you know, the scouts are going to counter pretty much everything Viper has, because he's not even on gold at this point. He has scouts. He has skirmishers. And Viper may transition to gold now, but will it be enough? Scouts from Viper running around this side. I think that ByChance is going to house wall this. And he's going to build a blacksmith there. He just needs a little bit of palisade wall and he's fine. But still at this point, Viper's well behind. And I think ByChance is going to click up right when he gets his blacksmith up. And Viper is going to need to do something more. But saying that his food economy is not too bad. Did he actually build a mill here? He did. Okay, so let's do a mill count, shall we? Let's start next to the TC. 1, 2, 3. So 3 mills. Any more mills for Viper yet this game? No. He's currently on 3 mills. We'll see if he branches that. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4 mills. So Viper is currently ahead with the mill count. And not the Vill count, but the mill count. And that's what's important. But I think he's actually going to click up shortly. Just needs the gold. And he's going for stables himself, probably for camels in defense, because the knights will come out from ByChance. ByChance already with 2 stables, going for a 3rd, and to be honest, it's going to be rough for Viper. He still hasn't clicked up. There's going to be a lot of resources thrown at Viper here, and that means a lot of knights, what I'm trying to say. That gold's pretty exposed. And the woodline on the back, well, a crap ton of towers going up from Viper. And you know what? I wonder if the towers are actually to protect villagers. We have 5 Vills can jump in this tower. 4 here, they can jump in that tower. And we have a total of, well, I'm going to go to his point of view so I can figure this out. We have 5 there and 5 there. Yeah, so I mean, he can protect the villagers in his towers until he clicks up. And, you know, as crazy as that sounds, I actually think that's why he's putting the towers up. If you look at his scouting, he knows darn well that his opponent's going knight. So he's just putting towers up so he can hide villagers. That's the only reason. Pulo's asking why Viper's minus 10 Vills. Pretty much because he's messing around. I mean, he has 4 mills. He's gone around and collected deer everywhere, doing some weird builds. But, yeah. I still think that is a little bit of a disrespect to ByChance here, because ByChance, you know, he's been doing a good job in dealing with the pressure Viper threw at him. He still is going to have to clean up that tower at some point, but he has the back gold. The knights are coming across, 3 knights, and oh, there's actually 2 here already. We'll see if Viper is going to jump in these towers like I said. I honestly think that's why the towers went up, just to hide in. And Viper's going to, yep, jump in the towers. There you go. You all fit perfectly inside. Actually, that one villager is going to have to run over to this one, but and these villagers fit perfectly inside. That one actually just didn't make it. So, a camel's coming out. should be able to defend. We kind of need a couple more camels though, Viper, and honestly, he's actually losing track of that one a little bit too easily, and he's gonna need to wait to engage. The thing with the towers is it's a pain to have to jump those villagers out of over and over again. Notice Viper hasn't built one house wall. He's trying to sharpen his vipey senses and sending out the camels, trying to defend. But he's chasing down this knight here. Viper, surprisingly, is, I think, gonna be okay. Camels are gonna come over here and address these knights. But, to be honest, he's still well behind with the vill count here. Now, over on this side, I am curious to see what Viper's gonna do with those villagers. Of course, they're the ones who ran forward to build this tower, then the mill. Now they're on the lumber, but I don't know if he's gonna pile on aggression or what, while more knights come out of ByChance. And ByChance he's kind of committed to 3 stables, so I don't know how early he's going to get up that town center, and as I say that, there you go. But the same could go for Viper. When is he going to get up that town center? Well, actually, he'll probably get it up shortly. And this is probably a bad spot for it, so he may get it up back here. But he's transitioning into his own knights now. What defense upgrades do they have? Well, we have Bloodlines, Scale Barding, and Forging here for Viper. And same defense upgrades for ByChance with Bloodlines, but no Forging. But he does have the hill, and there's no camels here for Viper, and he doesn't have the numbers, so I think ByChance might just take this fight. Push Viper back for the time being. What's the idle time for Viper? Okay, I'll take a look for you. There you go. He's behind, but keep in mind that, you know, he has less villagers as well, so I'd say it's fairly even. But, you know, ByChance seems to, in my opinion, be climbing in his advantage. He's actually running over here to try and stop this TC. He's going to have to run away. But he has 2 TCs now, and he'll probably transition to the next town center. But look at Viper just camping this tower, because he knows this gold's going to disappear shortly for his opponent. He's just going to camp and just try and delay his opponent from getting that. Meanwhile, he's actually going up to his 3rd. This is his 3rd. He already has his 2nd. Ooh, 2 conversions there for ByChance. That's a really, really nice pick off for him. It means he can maybe take this tower down. But Viper's sending in more and more camels here. So a total of 3 TCs for Viper. He should be able to get them running. And he also is continuing to send villagers over to stone, so maybe he will go for some type of aggressive castle. I'm not sure. I like the fact that Viper's still trying to delay here, but I don't know how successful that will be. We have another town center here from ByChance, who remains about 16 vills ahead. And military-wise, he's well ahead, about probably the same amount. 13, I guess, if you do the math correctly there. Viper's still not doing anything with his other villagers. I think he's aware that his opponent is unaware that he's there. Viper's just massing units now. He's sending his own monks out, and he doesn't have the defense upgrade. Do we have the defense upgrade? No. No more upgrades here for either of these players. And probably a town center coming up from ByChance. Yep, that's what I expect. There you go, and that's going to be a good town center for him to lock down that area. I think Viper wants to push out here. Interesting, actually, that ByChance is just now getting wheelbarrow. But I think that's okay, considering he's so far ahead. Sometimes you can delay that to get all those town centers running for a long period of time. I have to think a large amount of the score goes down to Viper's map exploration. If you look at ByChance's map exploration at the bottom, there you go. Viper's just insane. So it's about 100 score per 10% of map exploration, so that's probably why Viper's still in the lead slightly, but I think that's going to change when some of these upgrades come in here. Oh, 2 good pickoffs there for Viper. He has to be careful not to lose those, but you're going to see Chain Barding come in for ByChance. And there you go. Just as it completes, he gets the score. But this could be a bad engagement still. If he gets 5 conversions, though, Viper's running back. And this game's actually heating up. And I'm getting excited when I shouldn't be. It's late. But Viper's getting handcard. He's only 9 vills behind now. He's kind of catching up. Remember, he can get a castle. Let's see how many TCs. 1, 2, 3, and probably 4 there. This side, he's still holding on. And it is a total of 4 for ByChance as well. And normally you're just going to see players just hold on and try and get to the Imperial Age. ByChance is definitely on 4 TCs. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the one thing I'll point out about his map is that he's lacking wood. Like, this is his only wood line really that he's using. That's going to be rough for him. I think he's going to try and pile on the aggression with knights. I mean, he's gone for +2 defense. He's gone for forging now to be level with Viper. And Viper's probably just getting the map control. We saw his exploration. It's at 92%. He's getting the relics now. Does he have any? He already has 1. He's going for the castle there. And Viper doesn't wall, so he's going to have to be careful there. And all his camels are on the left-hand side. It'd be rough. Does he see it now? He does see them now. He sees some here. He's going to have the monk to get 1 conversion, but here is going to be the issue, I think. As there's a lot of economy exposed. Gonna lose some villagers here for sure. Probably 2 at the very least. But, you know, he's sending his military back. And they're on their way. Viper is gonna get the castle up there as well. He's actually not sending these villagers into his town center. And that's bad for Viper. He's not sending these units into the tower either. And he's already behind by villagers, remember. And he's finally doing that. I don't know if he was trying to sucker his opponent in to kill the army or what. Probably just a little bit rusty in that engagement. But he's going to chase these units away. And I believe Viper has husbandry. And I don't think ByChance does, because he's getting that right now. And the units from Viper are running a lot quicker. Viper's actually stonewalling up this relic because he wants it. I think he's going to click up shortly. Look at his resources. He'll probably click up in the next couple moments. While ByChance is just way behind. He's unable to balance that economy. And keep in mind that Viper, you know, he has the, well, extra relics, but also I think Viper he got wheelbarrow and he got handcart way earlier. I don't even think ByChance has handcart right now. If you look at Viper, he has 3 relics. His map exploration is ridiculous. He has the other monk out here. He's looking for the other relics. This one's down here. That's going to be a little bit risky for him to snag. But this one, he knows it's there. So he's on 1 castle. He's probably going to go to the 2nd castle. He's getting some upgrades for his Mangudai here, and I'm honestly surprised that Viper is somehow like doing some decent damage here and could potentially win this game. Like, ByChance was ahead and is still ahead in villagers almost all game, and he also has piled on a lot of pressure to Viper in the early game, Castle Age, and somehow Viper is just the master of balancing his economy. And while his builds are obviously like lackadaisical, and I seem like he just doesn't really care with them, he's just messing around, it's just still ridiculous to just watch. So Mangudai obviously coming out. Mangudai, once the upgrades come in, are gonna rule the lands here. That's exactly what you want to go for in a Mongols war or an Imperial Age period as Mongols, and that's why Viper is not making anything but Mangudai right now. He's getting upgrades. He might get heavy camel. He might justify heavy camel because of the units he has here, but he's putting the castles in strategic positions, and he's probably going to get elite Mangudai right away. I assume he'll cancel this Mangudai. Oh, there you go. Conscription, okay. Conscription, elite Mangudai. And the bracer, of course, is important. All that stuff, once it comes in, it's going to be rough for ByChance to deal with. But he's on the way to the Imperial Age himself. The issue is he's housed at the moment. He doesn't have a castle up. He has a lot of camels, but he is doing a lot of raiding on Viper with these knights. And the knights are fully upgraded in the Castle Age, and we've seen a lot of dead bodies go down, a lot of villagers go down. And Viper's still massing those Mangudai. Parthian tactics is coming in. I think these knights are still roaming around. That was a pretty good use of those knights from ByChance, and he's still going to run around, and he could find villagers on the stone, but if I could pause this and this wasn't live, I would just appreciate, like, walk around and appreciate where Viper is. He's everywhere. He's on this stone, and he's recognizing that now ByChance is here. He's on this gold. He's down here with this side of the map. He's on this gold. He's everywhere, really. And, you know, he's going to be able to address all of this. First castle going up for ByChance, I believe. And, you know, that's going to be the real issue for him, I think, because he's not going to have the Mangudai production, the Treb production, whatever. These aren't elite Mangudais yet, but they're still going to be darn strong because chemistry is going to be completed, and the only thing they're lacking is the elite Mangudai upgrade. And I think Viper knows that. He's actually pushing out here and attacking the university, so chemistry can't be completed, I guess? I don't know. The Treb's probably going to go down. It's probably a really ill-advised move, but he will most likely be able to save the next one here and win this fight. Elite Mangudai's coming in. Elite Mangudai's coming in for ByChance as well, but he only has, well, he has 2 castles now. He just doesn't have the Mangudais themselves. But you'll just see how good these Mangudais are. That university, funny enough, is still there. And there's a lot of camels here from ByChance to maybe just try and act as a meat shield. They do have the upgrades, but Viper's going to push in and just run around with the elite Mangudai, and they're just ridiculous. But the elite Mangudai, because they're so good, it's really the only unit you should be going for here. The camels, they're just going to go down fast, not even worth going into heavy camel. I'm not sure if Viper has Thumb Ring. I can only assume he does here. And also going into Siege Ram, probably not really going to happen because elite Mangudais can even shred them. So really massing the elite Mangudai and then adding some Trebs behind is the way to go. And Viper knows going after the castles is what he needs to do. But look at the defense upgrades here on the Mangudai from ByChance. He doesn't have any defense upgrades. He doesn't have chemistry because he lost his university. And Viper is well ahead here. Well ahead. That castle probably will be repaired and will stay up for quite some time, but I mean, Viper's now up here. He's going to probably send some Mangudais down here to raid. And this game has turned around very, very fast. And Viper now has the vill lead, and just still appreciate it, guys. I mean, he has villagers everywhere, castles everywhere. He's going to be at 5 castles now. He just has full map control. He's at 96 exploration. I'm actually on his exploration right now. He's everywhere. His mill is even has farms queued up on the forward mill there. he's everywhere. He's on top of it. And this is a rusty Viper. I hate to fanboy. I'm not really fanboying, but it really is. There's just a huge difference between an amazing Age of Empires player and a great Age of Empires player. And Viper is certainly an amazing one. Still, on his point of view, like this is everything he sees and has explored. But the one thing Viper is not doing is adding more Trebs. So this castle is still being repaired. And there's 2 castles for ByChance, so maybe he can mass the Mangudai, do something. A chain barding's coming in though for ByChance, and I'm sorry, for Viper, and I assumed he's gonna add in Hussar, and I kind of knew that game was over, just trying to act like there was hope when there was not. But wow, amazing exploration, 96%, and amongst all the aggression that was coming towards him as well, Viper just, I don't know. He just somehow does it when he makes it look messy, guys. It's really insane. So, well done. I'll take a quick look at the achievements there. Units killed, all of that stuff. Right there for you. Largest army, all of that. ByChance, remember, he didn't really mass his army with Mangudais. Viper, yeah, he just kind of putzed around with the knights and everything in the Castle Age. There's the resources collected. Viper really wasn't that far ahead. It was only the stone he was ahead in. Everything he was behind in the food and the wood, and the gold is just he used it at the right times. And his uptime better in the Imperial Age, but you know, worse in the Castle Age, much worse. If you remember, he used towers to hide in, just like cool and calm under pressure, and bill count, relic gold, all that stuff, guys.